My name is Erin Pass. I'm an acupuncturist and I'm the founder of the Acupuncture Clinic of Boulder. So I'm from a family of Western medical doctors. This is a master's in science. So I did an accelerated program. It's normally 4 years, and I did 3 years year-round, 28 credit hours a semester. It seemed natural to me. I'm from a pretty high-achieving family, so there is no other option. It's more just if you want something, you just do the work and you accomplish what you want to accomplish. Set goals and you'll get there. I didn't necessarily mean to be a business owner. I just wanted to practice acupuncture. Mm-hmm. Well, I certainly faced a lot of insecurities. It was, a pretty big price tag, and that was scary. And then the commitment of signing a 5-year lease with the option to renew was so permanent to me at the time. I think, it's, if you look at gender things, being a woman, I think some people are attracted to that, to a strength and a drive, that I wanted to accomplish something, but really what I wanted to accomplish was just to help people. Mm-hmm. And so in order to help people, I had to learn all those other things along the way. Mm-hmm. And I didn't feel any discrimination. I've done a lot of workshops and personal growth and development, and I think every person has their blind spots. Mm-hmm. And I'm very self-motivated, but I really never wanted to be a leader. Yeah. And now I'm a manager. And then also I'm pretty blunt. If you ask for things in business, it's just a fact. Like, state the fact and then see what comes. I've had men work for me at times. Some of those, I think it's really about the person. It just happens to be all women right now. And it's always kind of, do you play nicely and is this a team? So I used to be in sales. I sold computer consulting and training to Fortune 500 companies before I was an acupuncturist. And so that was a little more of a hierarchy than what we have at the clinic. I do think sometimes having men in the clinic, because that's what you're asking about, kind of critiquing. I have found at times that specifically with things like the newsletter is a great example. My mom was an English substitute, so growing up I had red pen all over my page. I just never thought about it. I just knew I had something to change or correct or think about. Yeah. And with the women in our clinic, I do the red pen thing and they just change or correct or thinking about it. But I've had men, and I think part of it is coming from a woman, feel a little more like almost a personal attack, like you're taking away my emotion or my thoughts or my feelings out of this piece, and you're kind of making it yours, maybe. I do feel currently, and I have felt this with men too, but right now we've had the same people working there for a long time, and it is very open communication, not a lot of competition. And I will say sometimes, not necessarily at the clinic, but in other jobs I've worked at, there's a little more competition or hierarchy sometimes with men. I feel weird talking like in men and women. I honestly think it's more specific to the person. And then also that, and maybe this does come into being a woman a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's just me or if it's, but I don't think I'm overly strong. Mm-hmm. I think it's always nice to have that reflected back, that people might think that I am. Mm-hmm. But inside there's always an inner dialogue of kind of how do I do it better or do it right, kind of thing. And then it's two different hats to play: to be a caregiver, which is kind and compassionate and attentive, and then also want that with your employees, but you also need something from them. And so you can't totally be their buddy, and that's hard for me. When I hired people I like, the reality is you probably shouldn't go have dinner with them regularly. I want to be liked, but then you also have to be a boss.